watching Life is Good. Come on now.
Well, I'm pretty sure you guys can't see nothing. We haven't done a night shot video in a long time. But I have been running nights. Well, 5 to 5. 12 hours graveyard shift. Been doing that for, this is my 5th day. So, started finding my groove about Wednesday. And now I'm in my Rocky mode. It's the last day. So, it's currently 1:40. Well, 1:37 a.m. local time. 2:37 Eastern time. Thought I'd show you guys what I've been doing all week. Rooster cruising in the dark. So, doing this little automotive run. The broker that has this just got it back Monday. It was for the last 2 years it was ran by a different trucking company. They lost it. This broker picked it up. So I got on it Monday, I guess kind of by accident, on the broker's part. It's a very complicated story that we'll have to get into later. I don't know that we'll do that on this night ride video, because I don't think you guys can see anything with this GoPro. So, but yes, I agree. Those gauges should be the same color as the other gauges. These fake gauges, they should be the same as everything else, you know. They're not. And we don't have anything navigating, so we can't use the navigation. It's going to calculate somewhere. Now we're in trouble. I don't know where it's going. Interesting. It's 214 miles to something. We're going to go somewhere, people. Don't know where we're going. We're going to go there. So anyway, it's a beautiful night. 67 degrees. Manchester, Tennessee. So I have lots of idiotic ramblings to discuss, but I just don't feel like discussing them with a head cam night driving video. Because what I want to discuss needs to reach some people, and I feel like they're going to tune this out. So I don't know. Did you guys enjoy that video going down the backside of Mont Eagle? If you haven't saw it, I'll put a tab where you can't see my finger pointing top of the screen. I'll put a tab right there to that video. You guys go check that out. Holy smokes, we turned the camera on in the dark and no more flashy light. We turned off the flashy light in the settings. Everybody on YouTube said, you know, you can turn that light off. Oh, really? Did I know that? So you learn something every day. Nice headlights there. Bravo. So cool. No more blinky lights. So what I was saying about the broker, I worked for this broker before, dedicated, about 4 years ago. I worked for him for about 9 months straight. Automotive run for Volkswagen out of the house there. And it was, is that a fire? What is that? No, it's not. I don't know what I thought I saw. Anyway, so smells like smoke. So I worked for him for 9 months straight, dedicated, home every night, all Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and haven't worked for him in about 4 years. So this load here came up. Supposedly they accidentally posted it on the broker board and not their own board. So I seen it. I knew the agent code. I called him. I said, hey. And he said, hey, Tim. Which was surprising that they remembered my voice. So anyway, so I told him that, hey, I'm an outside carrier, but I'm approved. Apparently he didn't comprehend. I don't know. But anyway, we booked the load, and I got it Monday and Tuesday, and it was kind of up in the air of whether I was going to be able to run it anymore after Tuesday or not, because he acted like he was losing money using outside carrier. So okay. So anyway, so the load the run's like from 5 p.m. to 5 in the morning. So it's a pretty brutal schedule. But it gets me in my house every morning at 5 a.m. Go home, get into bed, get up and do it all over again. And it's Monday through Friday. And it pays $1,200 on the day. It's about a 415 mile run. It's like about just north of $2.90 a mile. So it's not a bad little shindig, you know. Keeps me off the load board, gets me in my house, in my own bed, my own shower every single day. So it's worth the doing the schedule, you know. But anyway, so I've been kind of wishy-washy about it all week, and today's Friday, and I inquired about Monday. Well, we're not sure if it's going to go Monday or not, but it's going to go. I mean, this outfit's got the load back. It's their load. They've got it. I mean, Ryder's the original broker. And I communicate with Ryder, you know. And all the customers like me and would like me to stay on it, but I'm not in control of that. I'm not going to go to Ryder and say, hey, because it's not my place. It's the broker's place. And it's not my job to step on the broker's. I'm not going to do that, you know. This belongs to the broker. It's the broker's job to dish it out to the carrier. I'm not going to sidestep this broker. But anyway, but I mean, don't be wishy-washy, man. I mean, man up. This is a big boy world, you know. You want to renegotiate the rate? Okay, we could do that. We'll look at that, you know. If you claim you're losing money by using outside carrier, well, let's discuss it, you know. What do you need? I mean, in my experience, they are not. Unless they just really posted a load wrong on the outside carrier board and not the company board, because there's a different rate, and I know that, you know. But I mean, I don't want to play games, you know. So now I've got empties on my trailer, because you load it both ways. You get parts going in, you unload the parts at the plant, and they reload you with racks. So I'm reloaded with racks, you know, because the trip pays round trip. Well, stop number 2 is 180 miles away from stop number 1. And stop number 2 is close to the plant. Anyway, we go to the first stop, we unload, reload, and put the racks back on there. And then go the 180 miles to stop number 2. And then they take off their empties and put their loaded racks back on. And that's just the way it works. Well, now if I'm not going to do the run, then stop number 2's racks, I'm not going to drive 180 miles for free, you know. So I guess if, you know, I know the run's running Monday. Whether the broker wants to act like it or not, that's on them. I know it's definitely running. So I guess I'll just show up at the place, the first pickup on Monday, about an hour or two before the / company truck shows up. I was going to overtake this guy, but and give him all the racks, and then they can put them on his, because he'll be empty. He'll be at the first of the run. He won't have any empties. So I'll just get there and unload the whole truck and let them put it on that truck. But you know what? It just irks me that the broker, even though we have a relationship, are not man enough to say, hey, we can't sustain that rate, you know, blah, blah, blah. Because I would renegotiate. I really would, you know. But whatever, you know. So that's what we've been up to all week. We're dedicated Monday through Friday. That guy right there came flying up on that car, man. Holy smokes. But anyway, nice little dedicated Monday through Friday run, you know. Get out of the way there, moron. Come flying up there. So welcome to Monteagle in the dark. Idiotic ramblings in the dark. Now we could pull this grade run 65, 70 ourselves, but speed limit is 55 going up. It's 45 going down the other side. Kind of besides 55. Believe it or not, I've been pulled over for going up 65. Tennessee Highway Patrol pulled me over. And he said, you must be empty. I said, yes, sir. Anyway, he let me go. So that was cool, you know. That was really cool. Anyway, welcome to the top of the rock. Well, I'm not rooster cruising. I'm making idiotic ramblings. I am kicking my nephew's butt in a game of pool. Come on. That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen.